So it's been a rough few days. We talk a lot about respecting each other and loving each other and respecting each other's opinions. And I'm a young man and I'm not getting any younger, obviously, but I'm old enough to remember September 11th, 2001. And there was a horrifying thing that happened back then that I remember was people dancing in the streets and celebrating when those towers came down and thousands of Americans were dead. And that was horrific, right? That was a horrific thing for us to watch as Americans, right? We watched, and I was a kid, but we watched our brothers and sisters die that day, right? And you got to see people around the world celebrate that. Now we fast forward a couple decades, right? To September 10th, 2025. And I don't care what your political beliefs are, but we watched American patriot, a young father, a 31-year-old man who was a very good man, murdered in cold blood on the street in a way that no one, excuse me, my dog ran up on me, that no one should ever witness. In front of his wife, his kids, in front of the whole world. And the reaction to that from Americans on the internet, and even some people in person, has been joy and excitement and happiness. Where's our soul gone? I've been wrestling with this now for a few days. I'm a God-fearing man. I put my faith in Jesus Christ, and there are demons walking among us. I can't imagine a world it's that I can't imagine a world where people would celebrate something like this happening to a young father with kids who are just a little bit younger than mine. A man who's just a little bit younger than myself. For speaking opinions. And, honestly, his opinions are more moderate than mine. I where have we come to as a country? Celebrating the death of anybody, especially your own countrymen. I don't know, man. There's a sickness eating away at the soul of our country. And, you know, it just hurts to think about. And where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? You know, when it feels like half of America hates you for your belief in God, when they say that it's just mind-blowing. And then the amount of gaslighting that comes from it. I don't know, man. I just implore everybody to take a look into their souls. Like, really take a look into your souls. If you celebrate the death of a brother, of a father, and I mean, I understand, like, sometimes military action and things like that are necessary, but I mean, I don't celebrate that stuff. It's just, it's hard to deal with. Like, anytime that there's anything like that, it's hard to deal with. Like, I'm usually enraged by that type of stuff, like, especially as I've gotten older. It's hard to process through it. But this isn't even that. This isn't a military combatant. This is a man speaking about morality, speaking about love of family, trying to get us back on track to where we need to be. Trying to get us back to where we have good, solid men in this world that aren't just chasing tail, that are building strong families. Because that's not to be respected, man. I don't respect that. I don't respect men who just chase women. Like, that's not to be respected. Like, I respect people that start families. I respect people that when women throw themselves at them, they say no. And they you know, there's just, I don't know, man. I'm just rambling now, but we need to find that was true masculinity that was murdered on the 10th. And the more I think about it, from the horrors that a lot of us witness, and I remember from the 11th in 2001, and the behavior I witnessed from people after Charlie's death, man, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with our country. I'm disgusted with the polling that I've seen online from groups of people who say that it was warranted and it was okay. The fact that there are that many monsters walking among us, and you're demons and monsters, man. Anybody that believes that way, that's you need to look inside yourself and maybe readjust your thought process, because that is a problem, man. That is a real problem. I mean, and if you think differently, you're no friend of mine. You're no friend of mine. But we need to push towards a better world. A world that's actually based in something real. Not one that's based in delusion. We as men need to stand up for what's right. There's a time and a place for men to stand up and say something. And that time's coming. That time is coming. And it's hard to say it, because a lot of us have just sat around for a long time and had, we have families, we have kids, and but we can't remain silent. Get back into church, guys. I think it's time. I think it's time to get back into church. Go back to God. Find Christ. Build that family. Build that community. Don't let evil win, because they're out there. The demons are real. They're among us. And we're going to have to fight them one day. Love you all. God bless you.